Warning, warning, don't go there. It's dangerous. Don't go to Colon.
Don't go to Cologne. Nothing good is going on in Cologne.
Numerous people have told me that regarding this part of Panama, but I never listened to them, and I'm glad that I didn't. Cologne has a special place in my heart, and this video will showcase Cologne through my eyes as a descendant. Cologne is culture, Cologne is pride, Cologne is hope. Cologne es Panama. Welcome to Abroad Ability. In this episode, we will cover a brief overview of the Province of Colon, contributions of African and Caribbean cultures, infrastructure, history, legacy impacts from the United States, visuals from walking and driving around the city, interviews with those living or investing in the city of Colon. What do you love about Panama?
No,
Nothing.
nothing.
What do you love about Colon?
It's very hard to say one single thing why you love Cologne.
But when you look around, you have to admit that you have people that simply don't care.
Oh, the people.
The people.
Yeah, people here are something special. They have a great heart.
That is Colon. Art is big. Colon art is big.
Videos from other YouTubers on Colon and more. Vámonos a Colon, Panama. Let's go. Colon is a large province in Panama located on the Caribbean coast of the country. It can be around an hour drive or a 2-hour bus ride from Panama City. Colon is a diverse province filled with islands, beaches, mangroves, a city, a free trade zone, a church with the Black Christ, a Rastafarian community, and a World Heritage Site, among other things. There is more to this beautiful province than meets the eye, but for this video, we're only going to highlight the city of Colon. Each time I visit Colon, I feel like it's a part of me. My grandmother was born there in 1911. I often wonder if my ancestors walked on the same streets, if they looked over at the same view, and I wonder what their life was like back then. Looking at the Colon of today, I feel a familiarity. I feel Africa and the Caribbean. I feel an immense sense of pride. Being of Senegalese, Jamaican, and Panamanian ancestry, the sounds, the colors, the food, the energy, and the accents scream Africa and the Caribbean to me. So how did this happen in a Central American country? Let's take a deeper look into why. Well, for starters, some of the descendants who built the canal and railroad live here. Several came from Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, as well as several other Caribbean countries. Some of the descendants to this day sound like they're straight from the Caribbean islands, speaking patois with a Panamanian flair.
Wapin Colon. Colon is something special. Colon have a nice smile and a nice heart.
There are also descendants from enslaved Africans. They have a rich history here with traditions that have been passed on from generation to generation. To quote Teo, a cultural and history guru here in Panama, the roots of Africa are alive in Panama. The Smithsonian published an article which discusses that the first successful slave uprising in the Americas occurred in Panama, not in Haiti as many have long believed. A link to this article can be found in the description below. The impact of these two cultures are woven into the very fabric of Panama. For example, reggaeton was founded here. Just like the diversity in its landscape, you can also find it in its people. You can find Asian, Arab, and Greek communities that live in Colon City, as well as people of mixed mestizo ancestry. With all of these cultures in Colon, you can also find a mix of religions. In one block, you can find a mosque, a church, and a Rastafarian community center. When you have all of these different cultures, you know you're going to find great food. If you have watched any of my other videos, you know I love fried red snapper. So of course I had to try some in Colon.
Yo soy en Dos Mares.
The original dinner.
I've had fish on 2 occasions at Dos Mares, which is a traditional Afro-Antillean restaurant. The food here and the coconut rice is so scrumptious that I always forget to make a video of it. Tee-hee. Walking the streets of Colon, you can imagine what it might have looked like in its heyday with the beautiful architecture with some that date back to colonial periods. You can see influences from Spain, Islam, and other cultures. But this referenced heyday has a dark side. I would be remiss if I did not discuss the lasting effects that the United States had on this area. From approximately 1904 to 1908, the United States of America segregated part of the canal zone by how much they paid the individuals working on the canal. They paid white workers the gold roll and all others a silver roll. They paid workers from the United States and Panamanian citizens the gold roll, paid in gold-backed US dollars, and those workers from the Caribbean silver roll, paid in silver-backed currency. They did pay some black workers from the United States the gold roll, but they were not given the same gold roll privileges. The gold and silver roll wages were even dispersed from separate payroll windows. That's correct, the same work but different pay based on your race. They also divided up the town where only people who were gold roll could frequent certain areas, while the silver roll were banned. Does this ring a bell? For whites only and for colored only. Feels like the Jim Crow era in the United States and apartheid in South Africa. This segregation impacted the quality of housing, schools, and entertainment venues. But it wasn't just the U.S. who created divisive systems. In 1926, Panamanian laws decreased immigration from the Caribbean and later barred non-Spanish-speaking blacks from entering the country. While roaming the streets of Colon, there are some parts that reminded me of Cuba with the dilapidated buildings and infrastructure. I have to admit, when I first saw them, I thought their condition was solely due to an intentional lack of investment and upkeep. While that's some of the reasons, there are others at play which makes it more complicated than a lack of investment or just gentrification. Let's say, for example, that 40 families live in a building that was designed for a capacity of only 20 families. If someone wants to renovate that building, how do they decide which families get to stay and where do the other families go after the completion of the renovation? Who decides that? So sometimes you end up with a stalemate where nothing happens and the conditions stay the same or deteriorate even further. These reasons, lack of investment, capacity issues, and gentrification, do not answer why so many of the buildings are in this condition, but it gives greater insight into some of them. Contrary to what's typically depicted for housing in Colon, you can also find nice neighborhoods, streets, and some gated communities as well, but for some reason they are rarely shown. Like other parts of Panama, you will run across pockets of trash and trash buildup in certain areas. Some things to consider, for example, in this housing project, how many families live here versus the number of trash bins, and how often is the trash collected. If you grow up seeing trash in front of your house, do you become desensitized to it and think that it's normal? Here are some other YouTubers who have covered Colon as well. Links to some of their videos can be found in the description below.
My mother was born in Colon.
I see that.
Yeah.
She's a Colon girl.
Yeah.
There you
course,
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lived here for a long time.
In your knowledge, you just mentioned that you think that in 10 to 15 years, we will start to see significant change in Colon
I think you're gonna start
architecture, in Colon,
I think you're gonna start seeing that way earlier.
or even earlier.
Yeah.
Even earlier.
Everything that always things depend on the private investor. The government can do as much as it can, but it's always going to depend on the private investor.
How many people do you expect they will be working for a project like this? I mean, I could see that you have restaurants, you will have stores.
It's going to be at least from 300 to 500 people.
300 to 500 people
Yeah.
working in the locals.
Yeah, at least.
At least.
Yeah.
And all of them Colon people.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, because when we have cruise ships, the amount of people that get benefit from something like this increases 3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
People that come to provide a service, the guides, the transportation, or the providers for the restaurant.
Oh, the people.
The people.
Yeah, people here are something special. They have a great heart.
Yeah. I don't go to Colon. Nothing good is going on in Colon. We want to change concepts. We want to change mentality.
And it's a work from everyone.
Oh.
It can't happen with one person.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody working together.
Work together. Yeah, more positive each day.
Thank you so much for that. Positive things that you have as a member of a family that trusts in Colon, trust in the people more than anything,
Oh, yes.
and that you have a great and positive vision of the future of Colon. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thank you.
It has been said that Colon has some of the most educated people in Panama, but many leave for better jobs and ways of life in Panama City. So if a lot of people are leaving Colon for Panama City, what effect does that have on this community? What does it mean for its future? Let's listen to Alfonso about his job and what he's looking for with today's youth.
In what year you come over to Colon?
Well, the same thing when I started working inside here.
There was more opportunity in those days?
That time it was living beautiful. It was nice. Dollar was a dollar.
Okay.
That time you didn't have no balling, no crying, like we have it today.
Okay.
You have too much crying today.
Okay.
But in those times, you don't have no crying because when you kill somebody, you cry, you feel it.
Yeah.
But today nobody feels nothing. I help a lot of people from Trinidad, from Bahamas, from Boston, from Texas, Jamaica, Cayman, Santo Domingo, Nicaragua, Peru. I help everybody. People who cannot come here, I buy for them. They just have to call me. And I buy the grocery, I make pallets, I make container, I make everything for them.
What do you think is the cost of the people, the younger one, them that coming in saying they want to work, but they don't have the will?
They don't want to work.
You believe they don't?
They don't want to work. They don't want to wait 15 days for a check, brother. But the children of today, what's coming, they born, and what they do, so where mama? Where daddy?
They're not there.
So they have to look to eat. So what they go and do? They go and thief, they go and do all kind of things to eat. But for them, they're doing good, but they're not doing good.
So it's been very hard for you to select those that are capable to do a very good job with responsibility, honesty.
I would have liked that.
It's very, for as a supervisor, as a person with so much years of experience.
Yeah.
Now you have to use your eye, your experience to choose that that guy could be a good one.
Yeah.
And try to train that person. Because not all of them who come, they come with that will.
They're not faulted or nothing because we know the game. Because we know Jesus sent somebody here.
Yeah.
I made it sit down and realize Gaida is not free zone alone. Gaida is to go it's around the Portobello, Albert, in boat and cry the tourists and make them learn what it is. Because they don't know about the hotel in the middle of the ocean in Israel.
Like Colon people,
They're
we're
not
not
united.
supporting, we are not united.
No,
And that could be one
the
of
money,
the reasons.
dollar.
That could be one of the reasons why the future will be more complicated for us to conquer.
Yes, we can get together because it's a big bargain. What I love, you see right now, I want to tell you, I have years I don't live here. I live outside. And
You live in the road.
Yes, and when I live here, you see me here, I come here, I get up in the morning.
Remember, Aisha, for Colon people, you have this Colon, and
They're
you
not
have the
here no
road.
more, you know.
You have the road
The
between.
free Colon people not here no more.
Yeah, you see this? Here it is, eh?
I see.
Here it is, eh?
We Colon people not here no more. Them in the lago. And who in the lago? The son and daughters, not daddy. Yeah, everything well. All this Colon here, they belong to our grandparents. But like what the government see, and these young people were born in don't care about nothing, they sell it to, they sell out everything. So always stay. No,
Nothing.
nothing. You see all the money here,
Nothing. Just gone.
Panama, fix Panama. Here, look.
Nothing.
He will drive you around. Hold on. When he drive you around, you will say, the ship come in here, you know how much money he
You
gives?
see? Yes.
This is supposed to be looking there. Look at our station. Look at our station. Look at our college. Look at our hospital. And making the hospital, they don't want to finish it.
Okay, in the bottom of my heart, I was a street guy.
Yeah.
I'm a crook guy. I do a lot of things in that so well.
Yeah.
The life will tell you in a moment. I do a lot of things in that so our criminal. You know, I do things in that so you don't need to imagine what I do. But I have somebody that so tell me, hey, you have a God.
Amen.
You're supposed to know what to do
Amen.
because you will wake up in a time.
Yes.
And I decide that day and I said, well, I want to change my life. But part of my change of my life is Terasi system.
Okay.
The family at Terasi does get up with we one day and say, as soon as give up the guns them and we want to do something good, we want to do something in Colon. So from that time, I started to work with Terasi. From 1990, after this time,
Amen.
I with the Terasi. I'm a Christian. I changed my life. I'm a stiff stuff guy, you know. that don't leave out for my life. I'm a still stuff guy, but I try to do the best for Colon. I fight for Colon.
I remember that you used to organize the guys, okay, that used to go in bikes.
The bikes
You used to organize the guys to take care of the visitors.
Yes.
So that makes you, because of your background, that makes you a leader in the community.
Exactly.
That make you gain respect in different part of the community. That's right?
That's right, because remember, the street guys them start to keep the CM tourists them.
Yeah.
The guys them that so used to thief the tourists, them guard the tourists, them keep the tourists. So anytime them thief a tourist, I just come up and them have to give up everything them thief. Them wallet.
How it is right now?
Okay. As you thief a tourist in Colon, you're in problem.
No matter what you see, no matter the condition of the city right now,
Okay, the condition of the city,
could look bad.
it can look bad.
Yeah.
In the way you want to see it.
Yes.
In the way you want to live in this city,
Yeah.
you want to live in Panama, is the way you want to grow. No?
Okay.
Because I try to do the best for my family, and as the next person want to do the best for their family, then will come out in a good future.
Yeah.
No, that is Colon.
Yeah.
Colon, everybody will say Colon don't good, but Colon have something beautiful. Colon have two oceans. Colon have the better sport from the country. Colon have a lot of things that so many countries don't have it. Even all Central America don't have what Colon have. This is the best mall in Colon.
Why do you think they don't want to do nothing?
Because them scared. They might look scared from the money.
To lose their money?
To lose their money and
Why,
them not.
but why they could think something like that?
Because them scared guys them. They don't have the heart. And they don't have the love for Colon.
They don't want to run risk.
Yes, but they don't have the, it's not the rest exactly. It's the love that you have for the country. As you love a country and you love the people from the country, you will put your money and you know your money will do something in this country. This country is a blessing country, and you know that.
Yes, it is.
This is a blessing country. What in Colon? Colon is something special.
Oh, yeah.
Colon have a nice smile and a nice heart. You could have touched anybody's door in Colon and tell them, I need a plate of food, and you will get that plate of food. I need $1, and you get that $1 from anybody. You shouldn't even have to know that person. And you say, hey, give me $1, no one will give you $1. That is Colon. Him art is big. Colon art is big. And the pulpit is well full of blood. It's not full of nothing else but blood. And that blood is Christ. No, that is Colon.
I could see that we have been speaking with different people in Cologne, and they have told us that spiritual part of Cologne. People that find God, people that see the future and see their present life in a spiritual way. Are you seeing a positive future? Are you feel that the younger people will integrate the right way to all of what you are trying to build for them? Because you're trying to create something for future generation. You're trying to make a road, okay? You're working tight and tight with people like this to make other generations see the opportunity they have. Are you seeing positive? These younger ones that studying, they just drive around, and we see a lot of kids came in school, you know, they study, they do their part. We know that Cologne is one of the provinces that have the highest percentage of people graduating from universities. Are you seeing okay, a positive and very soon, okay, increasing or developing in Colon?
Okay. Colon is a family.
Yeah.
Family first. As you create a family in a Christian life, you create a city for God.
Amen.
That is the best thing we've got to do. You create a system or a family for Christian, you create a family for God. And all what go on out of the family, you will try to municipate it with Christian life. You know, that is the problem from Cologne. The problem from Cologne that the people say don't want to understand that we owe Christ or not nothing. We owe Christ or not nothing. You have to be a Christian and a good Christian, a Christian that so fight and do the things them correct. And after you will see the glory of God. And the things that will change more fast in Cologne.
But if they take out the people from Cologne, what they going to do with the land?
They want to do got a lot of investment. Cologne is something different. I mean, I like get the strength to see the Cologne in
You
this
think
time.
the people will participate?
Yes, in time they want to participate.
It's necessary that people understand that when you have a city so deteriorated, because the city is deteriorated,
Yes,
unfortunately you can't go in and live again in some buildings. You need certain kind of investment.
Investment,
And those people that invest in, they expect to recover back their money. That's the business, right? So I can't come and restore the building for you.
No.
Spend $10 million
That's
and make
good.
you go in again, and in
No.
6 months you break it down
break
and
it
make
down.
it into a hole.
Them have to
You can't
destroy.
expect-
Don't take out this kind of language.
No. And they spoil
They
it.
want to destroy.
You see that?
Anywhere them go, they want to destroy. Them have to destroy all the buildings then. The buildings them have to come down and build up new buildings, but investment buildings.
Why do you think? I see that you still have people holding on in Cologne. Holding on.
I have a small problem there. They're making like 85 buildings in Alto de los Lagos.
More.
Like 85 buildings more. All Colón want to come out. Them don't want to live here. Soon or late,
They have to
everybody
move
want to
out.
be outside. Them not want to be in Colón.
You think that's necessary
It's necessary.
in order to come back?
Them have to come out. Everybody have to come out from Colón to make Colón grow and have to make a new city.
But who's going to come in?
And might be good people, same, the same people, same, but in a name, a different language and a different mentality.
Yeah, I think that sometimes it's hard for us to admit that what we have is not the best of us. But we need to understand that sometimes that not all the grass is good
We
for
have
the
bad
cow.
grass
You
too.
have bad grass too. And you have to remove the bad grass to make the good grass comes in.
Remove it and burn it.
Burn it and bring in the
And
good
bring
grass.
good grass.
Good grass.
And make it grow the way it
And
have to grow.
sometimes it's a little hard to admit it when we talk like that, but when you look around, you have to admit that you have people that simply don't care. No matter if you talk to them, no matter if you show them how to do it, they just don't care. So what can you do with people that have that mentality? You have to move them, put them out aside.
Them just like the kids them now, so you give them a nice car
Yeah.
and then take out the wheel,
Yeah.
then take out the
Yeah, like a little
T-bone,
kid, they start to
then
break it up in
got to
pieces.
bring it up, break it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
That is just like the people, some people, not
Yeah.
everybody,
Not everybody.
some people, a little bit people like to destroy what them give them here in Cologne.
I first met Delano in August of 2021, where he gave me an in-depth tour of Cologne. He showed me the good, the bad, and the ugly while discussing social and political circumstances that shape the Cologne of today. He also took me to a community center that he runs, which provides English lessons, community events, social and educational activities for the area children. Here's what he had to say about Cologne. What do you love about Cologne?
It's very hard to say one single thing why you love Cologne. This is the little space that God gave us. And I have my brothers and sisters here from day one. So it's very difficult to even put my love into this city in one single word. So I will keep it with this phrase. Sankofa, always looking behind and making the future the best of the best. And because of them, you know, I'm resilient. You know, I won't stop. It's like fuel. And this is every day. This is the energy. You know, we always say that the first resource of a city or of any nation or of the planet is the people. So I recognize that for what it really worth. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I will never leave Colon. My heart, I will even say tres.
If you found this video to be helpful, click or tap on the screen to watch another video on Colon. If you got value from this video, like, comment, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. There's more to come. See you in the next video, and thanks for watching.